gentlemen, we are the Millie Goats. It is episode 126, April 28th, 2024. It is National Cubicle Day for all you office jocks out there. Does anybody here work in a cubicle?
No.
Never have.
We're not saying that's bad or good. We're just saying we don't work in a cubicle.
Can't put me in a box.
Technically, if you work in a building, you work in a giant cubicle. Right?
Well, then everybody works in a cubicle.
Well, then everybody should be celebrating. So everybody celebrate Giant Cubicle Day. I am AK. This is J.V.I. Tex is here as well. Butch should be on his way. He should be. J.V.I. has lost another parlay. That's why he's putting his head back, I'm sure.
I'm trying to download the TBS app so I can watch the hockey game, and my arrow went up too far, and now I'm streaming live Sonic the Hedgehog.
The other boys in blue. What are they? New York Forever. No. That's something. Whatever. Anyways, big news. Big news.
What's that?
I have found a loophole.
Or
loophole in the shaving your beard playoff game. Because I really don't want to go to the beach with a full beard here in 2 weeks. So,
dude, no, you have to.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Nope. I found a loophole.
He's about to say if they win this series, it's a new series.
No. Loophole. It doesn't start. Playoffs don't start until each team wins a road game, right?
No. The playoffs start when the playoffs start.
No.
Playoffs start when the playoffs start.
Nope. The playoffs start when each team wins a road game. And the Capitals.
No. When has this ever been a rule?
And the other loophole is if your team sweeps. I mean, that's pretty. If they sweep, you could pretty much shave.
No.
Because there's no way they're going 16.
Technically, if the number one seed in football go to the Super Bowl every year, the playoffs never started because an away team never won. So there's no playoffs in football.
Well, that's different. Well, yeah, football is different. They don't play 7-game series. So nice try.
You still don't shave.
I mean, you're Mr. SEC. I don't want the playoff to expand, and now you're saying that they should play 7-game series to make up your mind.
Hey, let them play, Paul.
Hey, I ain't played nobody, Paul.
They ain't played nobody. So that's the loophole. I could exercise that right if I would like to shave my beard.
If you shave your beard and the Rangers lose again, you don't just have to shave your head. You have to do old man cut.
Yep. Shave your whole body.
Oh, that's
say that on TV.
I know where you were going, though. The Rangers are currently tied 2-2. Looks like Tex and I will be watching the Rangers more than likely at the beach together, smoking stogies.
And I will 100% be rooting against the Rangers, whoever they play. I hope it's the Hurricanes because I can get into that.
Of course you
How's
would.
Dallas doing? How's your team Dallas doing?
Hey, they're not doing so hot right now.
They're not doing so hot right now at all.
And they have all the weapons. They have all the weapons.
Yeah, but so does Vegas. They just didn't have them for the last month until everybody got farmer stand Tex. Whoa.
You like that?
Whoa.
You like that?
Whoa, Look at that.
I'm just upset your sleeves were that long.
Dude. Holy cow.
4 hours today at the ball fields.
Nice.
Show off the sleeves, eh?
You look like
Where's your whistle tan? Where's your whistle tan?
No, you can probably see my neck though. Oh geez, my neck is
like
burned. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was that bad. I didn't realize my arms were this bad until I got home from the games, and I was like, my arm was itching. I was like, oh my gosh, look at this.
Look at that, dude. That's a clear-cut line.
Dude,
that's like when you stick.
I put him on here. I was like, I'm gonna let everybody see him on the show.
You look like one of those popsicles that has the red, white, and blue on it.
If I showed up like that, if I showed up home like that, my wife would immediately make me a dermatologist appointment the next day to make
To give you a visual, Tex is wearing a black wife beater, and his he still has his t-shirt on underneath it, and he's wearing red elbow high gloves. He's got arm
Yep,
sleeves
I got
on
my
for the
red sleeves
playoffs right
on
now.
for the Under Armour red sleeves, covering up my tattoos.
Yes.
You look like a surgeon getting ready
I
to
know.
go into.
I'm all scrubbed up. I'm ready to go in.
Oh man, you look like Mermaid Man from SpongeBob SquarePants with his gloves out there. Okay, J-Vi's trying to
Two-time
download
gloves used
TDS.
to
I
birth a
thought he
cow.
was going to jump in on this, but you're messing with your.
I can't get it. I tried to search it. It
Okay.
wouldn't come up on my TV.
It's about to be the end of the second, anyways. We're trying to win the Millie. We played DraftKings.
Trying hard.
We're trying hard. What a disaster this week was. I knew it was going to be a disaster. I don't know why I went all in. It was bad.
I did
Let's
not
just-
go all in for that reason.
I mean, I
But
didn't go
Hubs.
Hubs.
Should we
I-
wait?
No, well, no. Hubs is our guy. BMO was keeping us by the play-by-play. Shout out BMO, keeping us with the play-by-play there. Dude, he had it. He had it, but he did get a top 3, and that's okay.
Look, this is what I'm gonna take away from this.
Go ahead.
Because as much as we bump him up, you know, we can knock him down a little bit too, just to keep him real, to keep him honest. He left that 18, that chip putt on 18 a little short.
Yes.
But you know what
okay.
I'm gonna say about it? And according to BMO, he left a couple putts
Mhm.
on the table. But what I'm gonna say about it is he played a final round with Rory and Shane Lowry. Two of the guys that they say is the top in the game. So for him to get that experience,
And he went toe to toe.
moving forward, it's only going to help him.
You want to talk about his trajectory the past year? Now, for those of you who don't know, we had Mark Hubbard.
Look at his though. If you look at his round versus their round now, I know he was playing with somebody. Their round was more consistent than Rory and Shane Lowry's. I mean, Shane Lowry and Rory were like bogey, birdie, bogey, birdie, bogey, bogey. Like Pubs was just pretty consistent the whole way.
Yes, he was. It was nice to see. I didn't want to start jumping all over the band. I kept quiet on Twitter. Usually I'm all over it, but I didn't want to be a distraction. We didn't want to be a distraction.
Yeah.
So we'll send out a congratulatory tweet for his effort. And if you haven't seen, we did an interview. It's pinned on our Twitter profile. Go back and listen to that episode, and you'll understand why we are such big Club Hubs. # Club Hubs, Hubbards, whatever you want to do. Mark Hubbard fan, champion of the people. He's getting a taste. I mean, he can smell the champagne. He's that close. It's only a matter of time this year.
It is a fact though that Rory can't win unless he has help. So
yeah, complete fact. About time. He won the team event. Maybe that's a signal he's going to live.
Ooh, good
He
point.
can only play team.
He also won Ryder Cup team event.
Team. Oh no!
Wow, writing's on the wall. Rory to live.
You can't fool us, Rory. Can't win an individual event, but now you're winning all these team events.
I think you know, they can call it a smoke screen and say it didn't really happen, but to me, where there's smoke, there's fire. So those rumors about the offer, I bet were there. And if he would have won the Masters, he was gone.
And where there's smoke, there's fire. Speaking of fire, Texas forearms smoking as we speak on fire.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like Neapolitan ice cream right now.
Yes. He does. He's got the black wife beater, the white shoulders, and the straw.
Looks like the German flag is what he looks like. Were you gonna make fun of my tan? Is that what you were waiting to do on the?
I was. Looks like you got bronze. Like Texas got an actual sunburn. You look like you have bronzer on your face. Like you pulled a BMO and did tan bronzer on your face. Like you're straight orange.
No, I went to the beach today We went down to the beach. I've been to the beach twice in the past like 3
I have
days.
to say, she's gonna get really
Did you
pissed at me for
Did
saying
you
this.
catch
But
any giant bluefish?
my wife walked out the other day, and I was like, "Hey, Donald Trump."
Oh,
We're getting ready to go to the Derby, and she added a little bit stuff. She still looks great though. I mean, she looks great, but it
Hey,
was just
Oh, yeah.
It was an off color. Let's say that.
I can't believe you said
I shouldn't have said that.
that. Too
Please
late.
forgive me. Please forgive me.
Yeah, we love you.
yes, we all love you.
Yes, we love you. But yeah, we went to the beach. Did not catch any bluefish. We were gonna go throw a couple of lines out there today, but people were in the water, and you know how I feel about fishing with people in the water. I don't like it. So I was trying to do a little tune up. I haven't brought my new rods down there yet, but also other big news. Went to the beach. And then I put up a squat rack. Squat rack's in the basement. Bumper plates. Squattober is in 4 months. So 5 months. So don't waste time.
So
Get ready
until
for
then, you can
Squattober.
still do your curls in the curl
Oh,
rack.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
You have not squatted
Dude, that's a lie.
20 years.
That's a lie. I've become a squat maniac, dude.
I do not believe that.
Squats
You
are my
got into
favorite.
an argument on a guy on Twitter about not squatting.
No, that he was in favor of nobody should don't. He's in favor of nobody should squat ever because you want to be able to play with your grandkids whenever you're 80 and get down on the floor. And it's like, well, Nostradamus, Copernicus, why don't you navigate yourself to the encyclopedia of exercise and understand in order to get down to and from the floor, you have to squat.
Yeah, right,
You
dude.
have
Trust
to,
fall.
dude. That's right. Just backwards trust fall. Unbelievable. Don't get me started on that guy, dude. I was defending JJ Watt is what that resulted into, which anyways.
But you got to
Wow.
be down bad to defend that guy.
Yeah. So other big news. Flag football coaching debut. Boys. Holy cow. The Dolphins, the team I'm coaching. 1-0, 20-6. Clinic out there. Not to brag, I had 3 touchdown passes. Probably a 118. Probably a 118 passer rating. Not even kidding.
You looked like Tua out there. Missing all the original open guys, hitting the under guy.
It is having one practice and then them telling me that we can only run the ball once when all the plays I drew up on the board were run plays except for one. Was a complete kick to the gut. Let's just say that.
Why are you running the ball for flag football?
Dude,
Tex, tell him.
I'm telling you, whenever you're playing with a bunch of 5 and 6 year olds, nobody can throw and nobody can catch. Almost nobody throws the ball at 5 and 6 years old. At 7 and 8, they start doing it a little bit. It's like still like 25-75 pass run. And then once you get to like 10 to 12, they put that rule into place where you're only allowed to run the ball so many times before you get a first down.
Yeah.
That video you sent, Tex, I was waiting for somebody to kick the ball off, and then all of a sudden the guy hikes it. He's like down there holding the ball. I'm like, oh, he's showing me a kicking video. He wants me to do this kicking thing.
Yeah.
And then the guy just throws it back. I'm like, what's going on here?
Astronaut philosophies here. He's throwing out some fun stuff. Self-tanning freckles is a dominant move.
That's right.
Super James is here. Super James, we got you a little bit later in the show, my man. Buku is here. What's up, boys? He's obviously watching hockey on his 73 screens. And then Astronaut philosophy with a little bit of burn here. Why don't you name an actual navigator squat, man? Like Magellan. That was good, dude. That was really
Super
good.
James did a recap of the show already.
Oh, yes. Dude, I'm still in swimming trunks, by the way. But coaching flag football, that was so much fun, man. That was fun. Good time there. Maybe a little overkill on the playbook.
In swimming trunks.
No, I coached in. Well, I guess you could technically, yeah. I'm Miami Dolphins, dude. McDaniel's out there with aviators
would
and
work.
joggers.
It would work.
Come at me, dude. Come at me.
BMO sent you that shirt yet?
No. Okay, we have a lot to get to. Our biggest takes of the draft. That's what we're going to spend most of our Salute Your Sports on. But National Cubicle Day, design of the cubicle by Robert Probst in 1967. It was first released under the name Action Office 2, which, what in the world does that even mean? A normal employee cubicle can be 6x6 or a little bigger, while a manager's cubicle can have a size as big as 12x12. Did you know that?
No.
12x12. That's an office.
Anyways, so that's National Cubicle Day. Happy Cubicle Day to all that celebrate. Thank you for listening and watching. And if you're new, thank you for tuning in. If you don't finish the whole show, go check out the podcast tomorrow. It'll be out tomorrow morning. We're about to get into giraffe takes. And we got Salute Your Sports, which will be most of the NFL draft. I'm ecstatic about this dad joke that I wrote again. The DFS golf Segi.
Is it electric?
Almost. You can make the argument. The G.U.Y.S, which was an utter disaster yet again. Hang the banners, other relevant sports news. Inter Squad DraftKings Jamboree. Butch. Yes. Got big news there. Big news. Well, it's in the ticker, so you can already see it. But big news. Okay. Let's get into it. Salute Your Sports. Drop it.
Wasn't ready. Wanted to see what the
Salute Your Sports. We are not going to salute your sports. We're going to dive into this draft. I have a series of slides pulled up. As you all know, if you've been watching and you've been listening and watching this long, you know that I am a 49ers fan. J-Vi, obviously a Bills fan. Tex, Cowboys fan, along with Butch, also a Cowboys fan. Dylon, Vikings fan. So we're going to pull up the slide we put up the other day that asked 3 questions, and we're going to see. Man, I really hope I don't blow this by clicking something and ruining the show again, as always. We're going to put this up right here and go back to these questions we asked before the draft. And the slide is coming up. Meow. Here we go. Here are the 3 questions. Which team are you rooting for to do something hilarious? There were a few teams that did things hilarious. And I can think no other than the very first time. First, the Falcons, right? Okay,
Yes.
That was hilarious. But what was more
Kirk Cousins didn't even know about it.
No. Don't try to deflect. What was more hilarious was the Buffalo Bills.
What I thought was hilarious was the Niners drafting a wide receiver in the first round to be the 3rd guy. Why would you draft a first-round wide receiver to be wide receiver 3?
I have all the, believe me, I have all the stuff. We're going to pull all that up. But what was hilarious, don't try to deflect, the Buffalo Bills trade their pick to the Kansas City Chiefs again. And then what do the Kansas City Chiefs do? They draft the fastest wide receiver in history.
Look, the Chiefs are known to not be good drafting wide receivers.
Okay. Well, tell yourself whatever you got to tell yourself.
So I'm not really that concerned. I did see a joke. I forget who saw it, but they said they got did they have Marquise Brown now?
Yes.
Yeah, so they got the guy that ran the fastest time. They got Marquise Brown, who also ran a 4.2. Then they have Rashee Rice, who drove 119 miles an hour. Shout out that person who made that joke. But
Speed.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you for saying we just traded the Chiefs, the draft pick that's going to beat us in the AFC divisional round on the last play.
Hey, I might have said that with a little too many cocktails in me.
Which QB would you draft for your Tex, what do you think? What was the most hilarious thing?
I think everything about the Bills draft to me. Everything.
We're gonna pull it up here.
Trading to the Chiefs, drafting Kelvin Benjamin Jr. I mean, everything, man.
Dude, did you see
There's
that guy's
just-
press conference? Oh my
Dude.
goodness.
What is his deal?
I have no idea.
I don't know, man.
There was a reason why I didn't like him pre-draft, and I can't remember why it was. So it must not have been like that important. But I don't think he had
his pregame meal is like 3 double cheeseburgers.
I don't know.
That's Kelvin Benjamin, dude. That's Kelvin Benjamin vibes.
They, everything that they needed about the Bills was they needed wide receiver help, and they drafted one.
I don't think it planned out how they wanted to plan it, like to go.
They had like, hang on, how many picks? 1, 2, 3.
I think we were trying.
I got the slide, dude. We'll get to the slide here in a minute. We're gonna answer these questions.
It's a lot.
Which analyst
10. We had 10.
was the most insufferable?
Who was it?
Mel Kiper Jr.
Mel Kiper Jr.
It's like I said.
Yeah. Adam Schefter always irritates you know what out of me.
But you listen to Mel Kiper Jr. and he's like, oh yeah, this guy and this guy and this guy. I just can't believe that they
good pop, big arm.
He's like AK. His way of winning the argument is just to talk louder than you.
Yep.
Loophole. Found it. Found the loophole. Bear with the machine guns here. Yes, dude. He's got a dad joke. Hold on. Okay, this one's yes. Here's my dad joke for this episode. Son, how do stars die? Dad, an overdose usually.
Oh no. I don't think you read that one all the way through
No.
before you posted it. You might as well post his other one from the other show.
Okay, yeah. Which analyst? All right. Here we go. I forgot which one I put first. Let's recap the drafts. Here we go. The Buffalo Bills. Here's all 10 of their picks.
I love it. We satisfied every need.
Where are you at as a Bills fan right now?
I love it.
Okay.
We got a number 1 receiver. We got a safety to fill in for Poyer. We got another defensive lineman. We got a center. I mean, we got everything we needed.
Ray Davis is a good pick. I will admit that. And Cole Bishop. I like Cole Bishop
I told you, we got everything we needed, dude. So, I can't tell what positions they are. This screen's too small.
I am so convinced. That the Chiefs are just trolling the 49ers and the Bills. I don't think they traded with anybody else.
Did they trade with the Niners?
Yes, they did. They traded with the Niners and then took a tackle, which the Niners desperately needed.
The only thing like that, I wish like what really should have happened was like, because if you look at the trade we did with the Chiefs, it was very like market blue book trade. Like there's no value to it. We moved back and then we moved up in like a 4th round or something.
Well, everybody kept saying, all these idiots kept saying, the Bills are just stockpiling picks. They're stockpiling picks.
We weren't. We didn't get any more picks. We just moved up a couple. Like we moved up from a 5th to a 4th, or we got into the 3rd round because we didn't have a 3rd round pick initially. Like if the Chiefs call, or the Bengals call, or the Jets call, or the Dolphins call, like you got to
why are you dealing with them?
Well,
I don't get that.
If you're gonna deal with them, make them pay a premium. Like I bet the Bills tried to call the Bengals to trade for T. Higgins. I bet they did.
Sure.
And the Bengals were like, no, it's going to cost you 2 first rounds, like some huge number that the Bills are never going to fall for because they're not going to trade them to a team that they're going to play in the playoffs to go to the Super Bowl. So I just don't. That's the part that I don't understand about it.
Tex, what do you think of this draft?
I think that the Bills ended up right where they started.
Yep, I agree. They didn't. Nothing. Nobody on there. The 2 picks. Cole Bishop, Ray Davis. That's it. That's all you're getting at us.
I think we're putting a premium on how good we think Josh Allen is.
Oh, I have an anonymous quote, by the way. Just a random factoid from a draft 2018. And I will say, wait a minute, what'd I do with it? Maybe I didn't save it.
Hey,
We did have a tweet that went bacterial though too. It was the practical jokers, where all the practical jokers are in the room, and it says, "Hey, trade with the Bills and tell them that we won't draft their favorite wide receiver or the fastest wide receiver." And then the picture was the trade that the Chiefs gave the Bills, and then all the practical jokers were just laughing hysterically. So credit to us for that meme, right?
yeah.
That one had some pretty good steam. I'm just gonna read it. I'm just gonna read a quote from 2018 from a Bills fan. This was what, 6 years ago. First pick was awful, all caps, but I can deal with the second two, and I can live with not selling the farm for the first pick.
Josh Allen's
Wow.
pick.
Yeah. Wonder who said that.
Did I say that?
You said that.
When?
2018. Verbatim. Anonymous source. I got it right here, dude. I can send it to you.
Did I tweet that?
No. It was just an anonymous source.
Hey, what was Keon Coleman's 40 time?
I have no idea.
4.61.
Hey,
4.61.
we seen a guy that can go up and get the ball.
Oh, geez. All right, moving on. The Bills. Here's the
Bill-
Cowboys.
Drivers trying to convince themselves that the draft was worth it. Like that's what they're talking about. They're
Yeah.
like Jerry Rice ran a 4.71. He wasn't so
Yeah,
bad,
they're-
was he? That's what
They're
they're saying now.
marginalizing it.
That's what they're
It's like,
saying
yeah,
right now.
He's
Hey,
definitely going to.
maybe we're wrong, but he wasn't that great at Florida State. Maybe it's because they also suck there at the end of the year. But
I feel like that's like what I think that's what it was. Is like he didn't show up in big games or something. I don't know what.
He dropped balls when he didn't need to drop balls. CEO
Like
Stats said that.
Yeah.
like Kelvin Benjamin.
He said he made all the great catches when they didn't need him to, and when they needed him, he dropped the ball.
Just like Kelvin Benjamin.
Just like Stephon Diggs in the AFC divisional round.
Well,
Mm.
everybody makes such a big deal about that drop. We got down to the same spot where he dropped it on the same drive, and we didn't score either. Like,
No, that was a touchdown if he caught that ball. You can't tell
no,
me
it
otherwise.
wasn't. He got
Yes,
tripped.
it was.
He
No.
fell down right after he dropped it.
Of course he fell down because he had to make it look good.
They wouldn't have scored.
You never dropped a ball and then like, oh gosh, whoops.
I didn't drop balls.
Me either, so I don't know. I wouldn't know. So here's the Cowboys. A lot of upfront stuff here.
Mhm.
A lot of upfront
Mhm.
stuff. I did think it was hilarious that the Cowboys obviously are now going to move forward with Rico Dowdle, which was pretty hysterical.
Let's say, who's your running back?
Rico Dowdle and Deuce Vaughn.
Like I
Mhm.
said, who's your running back?
I don't know that guy from Western Michigan. Marshawn Neeland. I did like the pick from Kansas State.
Oh yeah, BB.
Yeah,
Yeah, 4-year starter, kind of undersized.
He
But
related
a
to
dog.
Don?
No, he's a dog though.
always got to try to
Dog.
bring it back. So
Played in his Senior Bowl, not the Senior Bowl, but his Senior Bowl.
His bowl.
not the invite to the All-Star game, but he did play
No.
in a Senior Bowl.
He might have
somewhere.
played in that too. I don't know, but
He didn't sit out. He played in the.
he did sit out. He played in it. Wanted the team to go out on a win. Locker room
Yeah.
guy. Everybody loved him. Versatile player. Probably going to be
Hey.
our center.
You got a Sunbelt guy.
You
Yeah.
do. Hey, those dudes are huge.
Bill's got
Louisiana
some
Lafayette's.
Bill's got a Sunbelt guy too. He got the Troy guy.
That's true. So overall take, what do you think, J-Vi? Get him.
I mean, considering I never heard of any of these guys, maybe I just don't know ball like I should.
No,
but
you don't.
it looks like you didn't address any of your needs. You didn't get a quarterback. You
We
didn't
lost
get a running back.
Leighton Vander Esch is done. Got Maris Liu-Fau to replace him. Cooper Beebe going to probably compete for a starting center job. Haven't had a good center.
Who's going to play DB? You still have Diggs back.
We'll have Diggs back. We had good DBs last year.
This
That dude
tells- look.
led the league in pick six. It set the record for pick sixes.
Yeah, but that guy got toasted when it mattered.
Yes,
The
Deron
end of the
Bland.
season.
Mhm.
Yeah, DK
Mhm.
Metcalf put him on roller skates and shoved him off the edge of a
The whole,
cliff.
so did the whole Bills wide receiver
Yeah.
group. And they were terrible
Yeah,
at the end of the
we
year.
drafted a DB right there.
One
Jalen Carson,
DB.
cornerback.
For a team that won 3 games.
I give it a D. D.
No,
They're getting
I give it a
slower.
solid B.
Ethan
Everything's moving
House.
to the perimeter. They're a step behind. Everything's moving to the perimeter
They're trying to,
offensively.
yeah. Jerry Jones is trying to change the game back to 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
This tells me they don't trust their quarterback because they had to draft a bunch of offensive linemen and defensive linemen to make sure they control the line of scrimmage because they're afraid their quarterback can't get it done. That's what this draft tells me.
This tells me that they have to run the ball first seriously.
Because they don't
Building
trust
up
their
the
quarterback.
line. Yeah, exactly. He plays best when he has a good run game.
Because he doesn't have to play.
Can't do it himself.
Because he doesn't have to play. Can't carry the team. Okay, 49ers. I will admit, I was a little shocked when they picked Ricky Pearsall with the first pick.
Dude, if you watch that guy play.
Oh, he's a highlight reel. He's a highlight reel.
You watch the highlights that they showed for his draft thing. It's like 4 plays.
Here's what I know. He's had 3 different quarterbacks,
Mm-hmm.
and he's balled out every year. So, and he played at Arizona State with Brandon Ayuk.
Florida was not that good, and he did not make him that much better.
What are you gonna say about a safety there, J.Vi?
Hey,
what, Malik Mustafa?
Yeah, go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say what you said about the guy who played on the same team. There you go. Go ahead and say it.
Team that won 3 games, got thrown around a lot.
All right, there you go.
What I do like about the DBs they selected is that every highlight they showed, they were snapping necks. Every hit was just boom. Reminded me of the old Deshaun Goldson days. And then they drafted a running back, Isaac Garindo, fastest running back in the draft.
That's who you go to, Deshaun, not Ronnie Lott.
What? Deshaun Goldson.
As your example of a bone crushing hitter.
Yeah, Deshaun Goldson could only do that. That's literally all he could do.
I take away from this that you drafted 2 wide receivers. So that tells me
one of them's on the move.
Gone.
Somebody's going.
One of them's gone.
I have a question. This is God's honest, serious question. Maybe you can answer this better for me because my eyes are blinded by the light. What is the obsession with Ayuk?
I don't
like.
I don't,
to me, I mean, I don't watch every single snap of 49ers games, but I feel like he doesn't perform unless Debo's out there or Kittle has a good Ayuk was never a guy that is a one. Like he doesn't separate himself, and he doesn't stand out if other guys aren't performing or taking looks away.
He's a very good route runner. That's what he is. He has really good hands too. He doesn't really ever drop balls, so he gets separation, and he can catch. He doesn't really, like I said, he doesn't really.
He just didn't have a quarterback that could get him the ball.
I think that was a scheme thing. I mean, Brock Purdy threw for like 5,000 yards almost.
So he was managing the game
with a UCL injury that he's coming back from in less than a year.
So he's not a game creator.
He is. What are you talking about? Do you not see him in the playoffs? Did you not see him in the playoffs?
I saw him lost
against Green Bay when he brought the team back second half, and in Detroit brought him back.
Green Bay.
He was running all over the place. Or you can't sit there and tell me you watch those playoff games and you were like, I did not know he had that in the skill set. Don't sit there and tell me that. You're lying. If Josh Allen's running around out there, oh my God, look at Josh Allen.
That is Josh Allen's skill set.
Brock Purdy took matters into his own hand and did something that nobody's ever done under Kyle Shanahan, which is win when they're down in the fourth quarter. And he did it twice in the playoffs.
But he also did something that everybody has done under Kyle Shanahan, and that's blow the game in the Super Bowl.
Well, usually if they were in that situation the past few years, they would have lost to Green Bay in the divisional. So
I just don't know what the obsession is with Brandon Ayuk.
I mean, he's a good player, but I mean,
if I
Juwan
was trying to
Jennings,
trade
Juwan
from
Jennings
some,
does well in that that offense,
but
right?
he's going to be out now with Ricky Pearsall.
Pearsall, dude. Anyway, Pearsall.
Parcel. He's UPS. I'm gonna start calling
Dude.
UPS.
Okay, all right.
The
JJ
Vikings.
McCarthy gonna
Woo!
take him to the promised land. Maybe.
I mean, you could argue that JJ McCarthy is the most NFL ready just because he played under Harbaugh. Out of all those
Rangers.
quarterbacks.
Rangers just scored, boys. Rangers just scored. Buku. Yes. Goal Rangers. The sweep is coming. The loophole is alive and well. Astronaut Philosophy says the movie was The Little Giants. That was it. The super glue. He super glued his hands to his chest. You're exactly right. But yeah, this people are really, yeah. Will Reichard.
And
I
they
don't know.
drafted a center who played for a team that won 3 games. Wow.
I just think you hate Wake Forest for some reason. JJ McCarthy steps into a very opportunistic place. Probably is going to get beat out by Sam Darnold.
I was going to
We'll
say,
see.
who starts week 1? Should we write it on the board? Let's write it on the board. Who starts week 1 for the Vikings?
Sam Darnold.
100%.
Tex.
Sam Darnold.
What do you think?
I think JJ McCarthy.
No. I don't believe it. Okay.
They're going to trot out Sam Darnold after what he has on tape.
Yeah.
I think you got.
I think O'Connell's going to be scared.
You got to give JJ McCarthy.
You trade up to get a quarterback, and you're going to trot out Sam Darnold.
Yeah. I think they'll trot out Sam Darnold, get their teeth kicked in for a few games, and then Vikings fans will boo him off the field.
I think JJ McCarthy starts at quarterback with Addison and JJ. Who's their running back?
Analysis.
Who's their running back?
Chandler, Ty Chandler. Or did they sign somebody? Somebody don't quote me on that. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Other notes from the draft, really quickly. Caleb Williams had one of the most awkward phone calls with Ryan Poles I've ever seen that was ever filmed. So they called each other and they're like, "Who's this?" And he said, "Who's this?" And they said, "We just wanted to make it dramatic. We were going to wait and put the pick in 5 minutes." And then they went through this weird conversation of like awkward dudes who kind of know each other. Oh yeah, there you go, BMO. Finally, anytime BMO's got an alert on his phone. Anytime somebody says Tar Heels or UNC, he just boom, just pulls it up. So 6 QBs in the first 12 picks. I have some theories on the Falcons, Penix, and Kirk. I think Kirk's going to get sussied. I think he's going to get suspended, and they're going to have to play. They're going to have to play Penix because of the tampering stuff.
How about
That's what I think.
How about that video of the GM trying to explain to Arthur Blank why he picked? Why? Oh my god!
They have they don't. There was somebody put out a tweet about his track record of what that GM has done in the past like 4 years, and it is terrible. I don't know how he still has a job. Yeah, it's bad. But the other theory I had is they'll let Kirk Cousins play the Sunday afternoon games, and then they'll let Michael Penix play the primetime games.
Well, did you see? That the GM during his press conference, he said that it would be ideal to sit Penix for 4 to 5 years to let him learn.
He'll be 37.
I was going to say he's already like 28 years old. He's on his 5th knee. I mean, he's had like 5 ACL surgeries.
Yeah. I like Penix. I just didn't like him for the Falcons. Because by the time he's going to play, they're going to have to re-sign him. They're going to Jordan Love themselves.
Yeah, they give him his 5th-year option.
Yeah. Then the other big news, the Jets offensive tackle, the guy, I can't remember what his name was, the girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
There's your
– boxed out?
Yes. Twice.
Even my wife mentioned that. She was like, that's awkward.
She pushed her out of the way on the couch, and then they all stood up, and she tried to lean in for a picture, and she shoved her away again. And she was sitting there trying to rub his leg like the whole time.
That was
It was so bad.
embarrassingly funny.
We got it. We tweeted that out first. That's how we got the bacterial tweet. Is that I was like, oh, there it is. Welcome to Russ Wilson, Will Levis, CD Lamb land. She's memed into eternity. And then you saw Bo Nix's friend.
Yes, Bo Nix's friend, when they showed him sitting on the couch, his buddy two seats over was laid out, eyes closed. Then all of a sudden, when they showed him getting picked, he was all up and uppity. I mean, how are you knocked out of the draft party?
I don't know. And then Brian Thomas's mom, the wide receiver, when they interviewed her, did you see what she did? They got her up. They got her in the green room, and Brian Thomas got drafted, and they put a microphone in her face and said, Ms. Thomas, how far has this family come for this day? And she goes, well, we drove in from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The reporter didn't know what to say. She just got a
That's like that Family Feud game. That's like an answer from that game or something.
Oh, my gosh. That was incredible. And then the 49ers had a super fan out there, old guy, had a pen and paper. And they zoomed in, and he was writing down every pick on his notepad, his legal notebook. I don't know what he's doing with it, but he's got them all written down.
Good for him.
All right. Now, we've made it to the point of the show where we tell the dad joke. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the dad joke. What did the bodybuilder with the least amount of muscle win? Atrophy.
Oh, gosh.
Get it? Get it? Because
Nope,
you don't have a lot of muscle?
Don't get it. Don't get it.
You have atrophy?
No. I thought you had to have muscle to have atrophy.
What?
Yeah. How are you going to have atrophy without muscle?
The joke said, what did the bodybuilder with the least amount of muscle win? Atrophy.
Yeah, but
atrophy.
How? Wait a minute. Your joke doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does.
No.
Yeah, it does. He has the least amount of muscle, which means his muscle is deteriorated, which means he's atrophied.
No.
Relative to the field, which is hypertrophy. The goal of bodybuilding is.
You have to explain the joke. It's not funny anymore.
No, you just wanted to poke a hole in it, and then you got dunked on.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
It doesn't make any sense.
Super James liked it. Or maybe he's laughing at you calling me out. Fimo. I don't know if he's putting a 33 in there. Look like the people at the MLBs that track the stats on those baseball books. Good point. We should do a poll. Does this joke make sense? We'll get it up on Twitter. Okay. Let's talk this golf tournament, shall we?
Let's do it.
Music. Fantasy DFS segment. This is where we talk about our lineups that were atrocious this weekend. And I have some bad ones. I mean, bad ones.
Yeah.
Very bad ones.
Yeah.
So the G.U.Y.S, the golfers up your sleeve. 2 of 5 this week. 2 of 5. Not our best effort.
Nope.
We look to get back on track. We are 31 of 45 on the year for making the cut. This was a very strict cut, by the way. And we had some dudes that just absolutely blew it down the stretch. Who was it that missed on the last hole?
Schmeed? Was it Schneed?
No, I think it was Texas guys, Ryder and Lowry.
Ryder
and
Hostler.
Yep. They missed on 18. So we're 69% on the year. Shout out us.
Yep.
All right. Let's summarize
good.
this. That is pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's summarize this. Tex, go first.
2 out of 6 ain't bad.
Reduce that
It's
to
1/3.
1/3.
Because we'll go through it in a minute, but I only had 2 out of 6 make the cut, but I still somehow finished 3rd in the inner squad.
He beat me, and I had
And-
four.
Yeah,
and me.
I was like, how am I still even at that level? But you guys,
Because
wow,
you played Rory.
We're going to pull that up here in a second. Oh, that was bad. All right. Mine is Cootie and the Blowfish because they blew it. By the way, I did see a blowfish today on the beach. I scooped it up in a bucket.
Yeah,
Kids were feeding it Captain Crunch.
nice.
It was dead, though. But they were still throwing Captain Crunch into the bucket and orange peels. So they were basically making it one of those, what are those things that the misters? You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
The diffusers. The diffusers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they were giving that little blowfish a little orange. But anyways, Pearson and Parker Cootie blew it. So Cootie and the Blowfish, J-By.
Regular brothers rule, twin brothers drool. Because both sets of twin brothers missed the damn cut.
Yep.
And my set of regular brothers made the damn cut.
So yeah, that was a good weekend. So from the Zurich Classic 2024, Shane Lowry, Rory McIlroy defeated who was it? Ramey. Ramey and Trainer, right? That's who they beat in a playoff.
Pull it up.
Yeah, it was Ramey and Trainer. And Hubs.
Yeah.
Hubs, you could have won, dude.
Hubs and
First
Brown.
of all, there was no shot tracer at this golf course, which is once you get the shot tracer in golf, you can't take the shot tracer away.
It's like when hockey took the puck tracer away.
Yeah. Give us, we need those things. You can't do that. It'd be like taking the first down markers away, the lines.
Yes.
Right? Like when I'm watching a game and there's no first down marker, I'm like, what? Wait a minute. I know it's 10 yards, but I need to be able to yell at that line whenever the ball looks like it's over it. And then I can be like, wow, this thing is stupid. It doesn't ever work. So
Blair and Fishbaum had absolutely collapsed at the end.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they double bogeyed. They were tied for first. They double bogeyed 17.
Oh my gosh.
And then they hit the par 5. The second shot went like way left, almost all the way into the grandstands. It was like backed up to the grandstands. Like it was an all-time collapse. They were in the lead.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Bad. Yes, you did, Super James. Super James put him in his lineup. Same with Lowry. So Super James, we're going to get to him in a second. Okay, so the guys, Cooties, they missed the cut. The Cootie brothers were 5 under, missed the cut. The Keith Mitchell, Joel Damon, the bucket hat crew, the visor and the bucket hats. That sounds really similar to something we shouldn't say. They were 17 under. I bet you that's what they called it, though. Texas, Ryder and Hostler missed the cut, 6 under. I think the cut was what, 8 under, 7 under? J-By gave you Fitzpatrick Bros, tied for 11th, 20 under. Pretty good play there. And then Dylon, another set of twins, missed the cut, 5 under. So birdie fest for sure. Absolute birdie fest. I do want to note the Live Golf Tournament had their biggest turnout, 95,000. And it looked like a damn party.
That's in Australia, though. They had a big turnout last year in Australia, too.
Yeah, they and the Australian team won, the Rippers or whatever their names are. So they came down to the wire. I think that Ripping Lips. That'll be us in a few weeks. Came down to the wire where I think there was a playoff hole actually. So I do like team golf. All right, let's pull up these atrocities. of a lineup. Let me see. That's the one right there. So I'm going to pull these screens up. You can talk about anything else you want to talk about right now about golf or DraftKings. Go.
The Caps are buzzing right now, though.
Caps stink. They're terrible.
Buzzing.
What's the
You as a
series
hockey
at?
fan, 3-0.
3-0?
The Rangers are just nuking them. The Caps weren't ever supposed to be there anyways. I was talking to the CEO stats. I'm like, the one team that you didn't want to see in the playoffs was the Penguins, to be honest.
He's just saying that because he's a Penguins fan.
No, not the Sabres. Never.
Hey, we got
dude.
Lindy Ruff back. Watch out. Watch out.
Trying to recapture a little bit of the old magic.
No league cycles coaches. No league cycles coaches more than the NHL. They just move from team to team. It's unbelievable. Okay, this lineup was so bad. Dylon wins the Wodamaker, and this is the masterpiece that I put together, which was 2 out of 6 making the cut, which was only luckily the winner, which didn't mean anything. And then Kevin Yu and CT Pan was absolutely the best one I had going, those two. And the other 4 were awful. Thanks a lot, Dylon. Højgaard. Idiot.
That's what you get for not playing Butch and I's guys.
We can't all play our guys. And then we tried that once. It was a disaster. J-Vi, tell the people about yours.
I played all of our guys. And then I played Hoffman and Watney. And obviously,
you did have a little sneaky.
It was a good play for me, except for I didn't have anybody in the top 10, which really hurt me. This is the only lineup that I made. I played it in 2 contests. I just wasn't committed to playing this tournament very hard.
It's a weird.
It's so hard to judge. Like, I don't know. Too much goes into it.
To give you I made 20 lineups and I didn't get one that had 6 out of 6. None. 0 out of 20 lineups.
Yeah, it's pretty
That is bad. I still cashed 4 lineups though. 5 out of 6. But still, that is atrocious. Tex.
I mean, my lineup was just as bad as yours, AK, but I had Rory in my lineup, which pulled me from the depths of last place or even 4th place. I mean, your lineup was so bad.
I had Rory too.
Oh, did you?
Like you did something I didn't do.
Oh. Well.
Why did you pick Messner? Please tell me the reasoning.
Know. It was.
No, I know why.
I got to remember what was it? Saturday 60s because I ran out of money. I was like, oh, okay, I'll pick this guy.
I thought you were going hockey mode there and being like, because his name looked like Messier.
It did look a little bit like Messier. But I saw the American flag beside his name, and I was like, well, going with that guy. An American.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So, and then Dylon wins. He had 4 out of 6. He played Lauer and Hubbard. Wow.
Look I think Messner had some top 10s. Hang on, wait a minute. I got to go back and look. I think I had picked him because he had some top 10s.
But Dylon wins the Wodamaker. Anything else on this, boys?
I'm surprised Cantley and Xander didn't play better.
Yeah, I don't get that. I'm surprised Willie Z and Thigala sucked.
Yeah.
What was that all about?
They were trying to do too much shot shaping. I mean, both of those guys just like to do trick shots, basically. So they were like setting each other up for those, and they weren't hitting them.
When I was reviewing the scumbags and stud bags, I was like, oh my gosh, dude, there were points everywhere. And we just happened to land on all the guys who sucked, which is usually how it goes.
I think, too, it's like, they talk about you kind of just play in this tournament for fun. Like, a lot of these guys have been playing for 4 weeks already. So it's a little.
Yeah.
They're not used to playing this extra week. Be interesting to see if anybody plays next week.
Right.
When then you have another signature event and then a major. It's like, when are you getting your break? I would have taken this week off.
Where are they at next week?
Byron Nelson in Texas.
Okay. Yeah.
Texas, then Wells Fargo, then PGA Championship.
Ooh.
McKinney, Texas. Where's McKinney, Texas? Tex doesn't even
Tex.
know. I know AK doesn't
Probably somewhere
know.
near Dallas.
You don't know where McKinney, Texas?
Probably
AK
somewhere near
doesn't even-
Dallas.
Somewhere near Dallas.
Probably,
no idea.
probably somewhere near Dallas. He doesn't know.
He's gonna have to Google Maps. Look at him. He's on his phone right now. Google Maps and
Let's look
AK
it up.
doesn't even know where Texas is. It's the
hell
state
no, dude. It's the state
Oklahoma.
below Oklahoma.
What is it?
My
McCartney?
worst.
McKinney.
McKinney.
My worst lineup scored a whopping total of 314 points. I had one guy made the cut.
North of Dallas.
1 out of 6. I was almost dead last in the 20 max entry that I did.
Wow.
Seb Straka was the only one. Hoagie missed it. Moore missed it. Ryder missed it. Montgomery missed it. Cootie missed it. And I had Seb Straka was the only guy that I had made the cut.
He's
so
playing
bad,
some
dude.
good ball.
Telling you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Listener League. A very special winner, champion this week. Our very own from the chat, Super James, in just his 3rd or 4th contest, has taken down the Listener League championship.
He's
He
been
scored
up
a
there like
scratch.
every week too.
I'm telling you, he's a sharp dude now.
Dialed
He
in.
knows his stuff. If he could listen to a show that would tell him the right advice, he might be up there.
Hey, promo code Millie goes.
Promo code Millie goes. 588 is what
Ooh.
he had. That's a pretty good lineup there. You're knocking down the door of 600. That's pretty good. He had 5 out of 6. What a save. Basha Sturkin. He listened to Dylon, and Højgaard nuked him. If it hadn't been for Højgaard, Super James probably would have been up in the 600 to 700 club. So you can blame that, Super James, on Dylon, and he will take full responsibility as he tries to cope with the fact that his Vikings drafted J.J. McCarthy, and in the group chat, he was very upset about it. So,
what he did,
put him in the corner.
What he did too was he gave you 2 guys that could be labeled as Vikings, and they did what the Vikings always do when they lose.
Which is trade away winning quarterback and draft a new one.
Yep.
He had no wide receiver to help him.
He had 2 guys miss the cut. He was 4 out of 6 and still scored 588. He was cooking.
Legit cooking.
Cooking like Texas forearms.
Cooking like Stan Marsh.
Cooking like
Creme Fraiche.
Getting the glaze.
Creme Fraiche.
Look at the glaze on that pan.
Okay. There you go. That's the golf talk. This was a weird tournament. Again,
super weird.
The scoring was outrageous. Like the scumbags and studbags list is out of control. I don't even know if I want to read it all. Let's pick out the biggest scumbag was obviously the Højgaard twins from the 8,500 and Ryder and Haas.
Can't
also
stress
bad.
that enough.
Also bad. 8,500 studs. Clearly Rory and Lowry. From the 7,500, the biggest scumbag might have been Neesmith and Moore. They look like they were owned quite a bit. And the biggest stud bag from there, Aaron Ryan, David Lipsky. They were cooking. And the scumbag from 7,400 and below was Matthias Schmid, Alex Smalley. Terrible. And the biggest stud bag from 7,400 and below, none other than Club Hubs.
Right.
Homeless Hubs. And whatever his name, Robert
Bram.
Yeah, Bram, whatever his name is. There you go. That's the scumbags and the stud bags.
Wow. So you had 3 of your top 5 74 and below.
Wait, who did?
I mean,
Super James?
no, just the studs. Like Trainer Ramey went to playoff. Hubs and Brim got third. Blair and Fishburne were in first up until the 17th hole. Last group on the 17th hole.
Yep. Oh, Buku has a question for us. What's the thoughts on the Preds collapse? Because I think they're down to the Canucks 3-1. They lost in overtime today.
Well, they should have won. I was just they're just showing the highlights, and the dude kicked the puck in. Had a nice chance at a one time, put his skate out and kicked the puck in and called the goal off.
I think the Preds were what the Preds were all year. They were like a middle of the road team. The Canucks were one of the biggest teams, and they had flip flopped at the end of the season. The Preds were hot the last month for 1 month out of the season, and the Canucks, because Thatcher Demko was down, were bad for the last month of the season. So the Canucks had been the better team all year, the larger sample size. And so the Predators were kind of the hot team, and Soros is a good goalie. But, I mean, top to bottom, the Canucks are just better. They have more star
They've lost
power.
both of their goalies. They're about to go on their third streak. Yep.
They lost to Smith, too?
Yep.
Well, that just goes to show you they've got a wagon of a lineup if they're down to their third goalie.
They are who
they're up 3-1.
We were
on their third. That just proves it. I mean, shoot, JT Miller was having a career year. So yeah, there you go, Buku. Third string goalie in that. I mean, you better have a lineup if you're playing goalie number 3.
Did they get him off the couch?
Oh my gosh, Shesterkin's over there standing on his head.
Oh,
no,
they got him. He's had a few games. He's had a few games. Nine professional games.
All right, let's hang some banners before we get out of here.
Let's do it.
You did it! Congratulations!
Okay, hang the banners. This is where we take a monumentous event that happened through either life or sports, and we hang a banner for it. Who wants to go first? I have a pretty good one, and I think I want to stay on until the Rangers win this game, or maybe it'll go into overtime.
Maybe it'll go into overtime. That's what I'm hoping for.
Oh, looks like there's a penalty. Oh, penalty on the Caps.
Oh, that might be it.
Loophole.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Loophole. Gordon Fiala's here. Welcome in, Gordon Fiala.
Oh, my. Embellishment.
That's not embellishment.
It's embellishment.
I'll hang a banner.
Hang the banner. Go ahead.
And I don't know exactly who this banner should be hung for, but I think that everybody wins in this situation. I saw a video. It was at a baseball game, and it was a game between the Angels and the Tigers.
Okay.
During this game, a goose, not geese, just one goose, got on the field. And the goose was electric. They couldn't catch him.
Oh, yeah. Elite. Spin move, circle button.
Yeah, it was like like if the Chiefs could have drafted this goose, they would have called the Bills and traded.
Yes.
And drafted this.
So it was
goose.
a Canadian geese that was probably flying over the border into Buffalo.
Because he was that fast and eluding everybody. So hang the banner for the goose to escape everybody. But then the goose got cocky.
Oh,
he tried to fly out. So he started raising. He started elevating. Elevating. And what does he do? He runs right into the scoreboard screen and falls back down to the bleachers. So shout out to the stadium crew for winning on actually getting the goose. So hang the banner for them too. So I think everybody won. Great entertainment. Hilarious to see the video. You got to see the video.
There's like 5 different types of Canada goose, by the way.
Ooh. Please,
Ooh.
please elaborate.
Yeah.
Hey.
There's different sizes. They make different sounds. Different types of Canada Goose. Believe it or
Ooh,
not.
Gray Goose.
Ooh.
No, it's a real goose.
Dude, that video was so funny because
They
it
all look the
slammed.
same.
No, it slammed into the second deck scoreboard ticker, and then when
Yes.
it fell backwards, it like snapped its neck back over a chair, and feathers went everywhere. And then its legs went over. It looked like
Hey,
some fan
I'm
fell
gonna
down
send
the
it to the
stairs.
group. It was
Ugh.
hilarious.
It was good.
Oh no, they pulled the goalie already.
Super James, you're thinking of the E-Bug from Carolina. Go!
Over.
This thing's over, boys. Loopholes secured. It's not the players.
There's no loophole.
the-
There's no loophole.
There is no loophole. That has
The
to be
playoffs
agreed
don't
upon.
start till both road teams win a game.
Look, let's take a vote on: is there a loophole for the people in the show right now between the three of us? Is there a
every-
loophole?
No.
Yes or no? I
No.
vote no. 2 to
I vote
3,
no.
you lose.
No, let's
You
do it to the
go-
chat. Everybody watching, everybody watching on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, whatever. Is there a loophole if your team gets a sweep and the other team never even wins a game?
No.
That I can trim up and get a haircut before the next round of the playoffs.
No,
technically-
now you're rewording it to a trim up. You
Yeah.
said shave your beard. You cannot shave your beard once the playoffs start. You did this last year and you cost
No,
your
what- we
team
did
the Stanley
agree-
Cup.
We
Super
did agree
James.
with the near,
No
right?
loophole. Super James.
Yeah.
No
We
loophole.
agreed on the neared.
You
Neared,
can
you
shave
can
your
trim.
near.
edge.
You
You
can
can
do your
edge up.
Can I get a haircut?
You know, I mean, you do what you want to.
Let's.
It's
I
your
gotta
team.
know.
It's your team.
Well, you can shave your head because that was the bet that you originally lost a year
I mean, I'm
ago.
just saying,
You could shave your head.
Okay.
You know,
If I
it's your
honor
team.
the bet in the playoffs,
It's your
You
team.
don't-
It's your playoffs.
You don't have to shave it yourself. You could go to a barber and get them to shave your head.
Yeah. Give you
Edge
give
it
you a little
up.
temp fade. A
I'm
blowout.
not getting. What is no, dude? I saw this again. What is this new haircut where they do the reverse mullet? Like every,
The reverse
like
mullet.
Cooper DeJean had it.
What do you mean?
The Eagles had a good draft. So did the Steelers, by the way. Steelers
The
had a really
reverse
good
mullet?
draft. Yeah, they shave it really high and tight in the back, and then it's like moppy and huge in the front. So it's and the other hairstyle that's in now is like the Zach Edey where they just shave their sideburns.
So
I don't know what is going on here with these new hairstyles. Just go look at JJ McCarthy and go look at Cooper DeJean.
That's
it, the
Bushy
bushy look.
look. Could you imagine, man? I was doing that 15 years ago.
Just shaving your sideburns?
Well, I just had the bushy look.
I'm just trying to think what you call that, because just like the Tennessee top hat, the Mississippi mud flap. So it'd be like the Minnesota
Kentucky
top-
waterfall.
the Minnesota bowler hat.
Damn, Super James, come on, man. Come on.
Buku, no
Damn,
shaving.
Dude. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, J-Bye.
I was saying Buku said no shaving.
He's going playoff stash. I like it. Okay. Man, I thought I was really going to have one over on
You have to,
everybody
like-
there.
Clip it up so he can.
I'll do the neared.
So you can eat
I can
stuff.
trim the neared.
You can trim the near, yeah.
Final. Rangers on 4-0. The 16-0 hot take is still alive.
Mhm,
Still
mhm.
alive. Shesterkin. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. I forgot where we were at. Hang the banners, Girl Scout cookies.
Mhm.
I'm hanging the banner for them. I saw a post for Girl Scout cookies. Pay attention, fellas. Pay attention. Girl Scout cookies is making body wash now.
Mm.
Wait.
Body wash.
Thin mints. All of 'em?
Yes. All of them.
Give me that peanut butter
I'm
cookie.
pretty sure I took a picture of it. Hold on. I'll try to pull it up.
What?
Girl Scout cookies is making body wash. So you get to your nearest wherever they sell it. I think it was at Target. I swear I took a picture of it. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let me try to find this.
I can buy cookies from them. I can't draw the line at Body
Bro,
Wash.
how do you not get the oh, there it is. There it is. Look right here. Look at that.
I can't do it.
Girl Scout cookie body wash.
That looks like a bar of soap.
No, look at the top.
I mean, it looks like it's just in a
And
box.
they got the coconut caramel ones.
That's, you know what though? That's where they messed up. They should have made a bar of soap that looked like a cookie of the flavor
that's
cookie
true.
they had.
That's
They missed
true.
out. That people need to talk to us about marketing.
I'm telling you, man. Girl Scout cookie body wash. Hang the banner for that. That's gonna
get you one.
That might turn into. My wife loves the Thin Mints. I might just.
Mother's Day's coming up. I'm just saying.
I've got. We got 2 weeks. That'd be a great gift. That'd be a great gift.
I just watched the video of that goose.
The goose. I'm telling you, it like hits and falls back, like it got kicked to the chest.
Looks like Mankind getting thrown off the top from the Undertaker.
My God, it broke him in half.
Oh my God! Stop the damn match! Right in the solar plexus. You want to try to? Oh my goodness! Oh, you said Mother's Day's coming up for the girls. Body wash. I have got to add that to my list.
Hey,
Holy cow!
Yep. Get be nasty
Oh.
some peanut butter cookie body wash.
Ooh.
We should all do that and just see what the reaction is. We should do that. Jay,
like that.
Oh yeah, you hung the text. You have to hang your banner.
My banner goes to the once again facing elimination in the first round, Toronto Maple Leafs. Perpetually getting themselves, except for last year, stuck losing badly in the
Hilariously.
first round of the NHL playoffs. Oh yeah,
hilariously.
and like people aren't playing. It's just weird. The whole thing is weird.
They're cussing at each other on the bench. Nylander had a head injury.
That's not very Canadian of them.
It's not. Everybody's mad. The Leafs Nation is very, very mad.
Oh yeah,
Very
I'd be
mad
too.
All right, that was hang the banners, go get you some Girl Scout cookie body wash, and go watch that goose video.
You gotta watch
hilarious.
the goose video.
All right, other relevant sports news quickly. What is this Guardian Caps? Oh, I wrote that. Yeah, they. I was like, did I do like a baseball hockey mashup there?
That's what I was wondering. Like, what?
No, the NFL approved the use of the Guardian Caps in game. You know what those are?
What?
The little foam things they put on top. Yeah.
That's gonna look ridiculous.
It doesn't do anything.
It's like the big hats.
How do they? How's that's going to go against their uniform policy?
That would be so funny.
Everybody looks the same.
Are they going to have like the team logos on there?
I don't know, but please, somebody go up there with one of those noggin head hats, the big ones. But yeah, they're approved for in game.
You bet they run around looking like Lord Helmet from Spaceballs.
For real. I don't get it. They're like they've shown 50% reduction in concussions during practice. I'm like, they don't hit in practice.
That's because they don't practice.
It has nothing to do. I don't know what when the brain gets hit, when you hit and there's contact to the head, the brain is going to shift no matter what. That's physics. Whatever. We should make up our own Guardian.
Don't follow the science, dude.
Okay. 3 minutes of maybe 2 minutes of NBA playoffs. Go. Anybody know what's going on?
Who's still?
No, most of the series are like 3-1 or 3-0. It's terrible.
Look,
every
I'll
single
tell
one
you
of them.
this: I have not in the 2 months that I've been betting on NBA games, I've not won a single NBA parlay.
Dude,
Not a single one.
Timberwolves,
you're in trouble.
Timberwolves are still in up 3-0.
And I've been doing I've done some ones as simple as like 2 guys have to make 1 3-pointer, 1 guy has to get 4 assists, and 1 guy scores 10 points. And like it doesn't hit. Like
You need to talk to Buku or Super James.
I
He'll
can't
get
do
you
it.
right.
The Bucks got knocked out, swept.
The
Oh.
Bucks got they're down 3-1.
'Cause
Cavs and Magic.
They just lost game 4. Sorry. I read that.
Cavs and Magic is 2-2. Sixers and Mavs is 2-2. Those are the only 2 that are really worth anything. And the Lakers didn't get swept. So everybody's now going to be like, "Oh, here comes LeBron."
LeBron.
I did see that the Pelicans left the TNT interview, the post-game interview. No, the Thunder left the post-game interview of TNT, you know, where they run up there and the girl runs out there and she's like, "What is it? How do you feel?" They just like looked at her, kind of all looked around, and then ran over to their local radio TV station and did the interview there instead, which was awesome.
It's hilarious.
So that was 2 minutes of NBA. The series all stink except for 2 of them.
Boston win.
They beat Miami the other day. They're up 2-1. They beat them by like 40. So I don't really know what to do with the NBA. I do watch it whenever I have it on my other TV.
It's the only sport that's ratings haven't gone up this year.
And yet every sport wants to model their model after the NBA for some reason. NFL is turning into the NBA. All this player-friendly nonsense.
The team.
It's what it should be, but it's not.
All right, Bo Schembechler.
You got Marvin Harrison Jr. out there not doing anything pre-draft and not signing any agreements, so he can't even be in the Madden video game until he signs those agreements.
Well,
Did you see his dad was on some show saying that he needed to be more of a diva?
No, but they're turning it into like everybody plays for the league. They're not playing for a team. They play for the league.
Well,
like
I mean,
even with the Super Bowl stuff they were wearing last year, all the stuff looked the same. It had like a little bitty tiny emblem on there of like what their team was. I was like, who's playing for who? Who am I watching get interviewed here? I had to like really think about it when I was watching them.
Yeah, I mean they're going global. Like it's not about.
No, man, it should be about the teams.
It's the NFL.
Well, Chiefs are about to leave Kansas City.
Ever since Rob Lowe put on that damn hat. Ever since Rob Lowe, he's the catalyst. Okay, this was episode 126. Wodamaker standings now updated. You can see them on the bottom of your screen there. I have 11. I'm firmly in the lead. J-Vi's in second with 8. These are the contests we play within our own group. This one's closed to the public, so look out for the listener league so you can get in there and compete against us as we all finish. Because I finished dead last in the listener league this week.
Yeah, you're bad.
Low man.
By a mile.
I finished last week. You finished last this week.
But somehow I'm still winning the Wodamaker. And Dylon moves closer to second place as he has 6 wins. Tex has 3. Butch P. Finally. I'm about to puke. Finally. Off the schneid with his first win.
But wasn't golf. Yeah, it wasn't golf.
Wasn't golf. Not all of us were in the contest, but he did get off the schneid.
Asterisk.
He even said he was off the schneid like 10 minutes before we came on. And now we don't know where he's at.
Hey.
So,
asterisk beside that win, though.
He's off the wagon.
We should make it 0 because he wasn't here.
Yeah, make it 0.
Yeah.
Mark it to 0, Donnie.
Loophole. We will put an asterisk beside it. I'll do it right now on the dot.
When he sent that text, I read it as off the Schmeed, like he wasn't going to play Schmeed anymore because he missed the cut.
How about I got you on the Kentucky Derby?
You did, dude. I spent like 20 minutes looking for that person's name, that horse's name.
Well, no, you sent a list. You sent out a list. He sent out a list of the horses' names.
Put some money on some horses.
Oh yeah. We're still
I'll be
going to
there.
send you our picks. We're still
No,
going to send
I'm
you our
gonna tell
picks.
y'all to do it on. Hey,
Nope.
so
we
funny
do,
story.
We do it on DraftKings.
I think so.
I didn't see it on there.
Maybe not.
Goonies.
Quick funny story. I had some buddies from my hometown. So I grew up in South Carolina. Betting's still not legal in South Carolina. I had some buddies come up to go to a wedding for another friend that they knew that was right
With
outside
the
Charlotte.
referral code.
So I was telling them about betting, and they were like, "Which one should we use?" And I was like, "I got you." So I sent them all a referral code, and they got on. So now I got like all this bonus money now that I
Yes,
can throw
bonus
on.
bets are
Getting
back.
ready for the NFL. Getting ready for the
I
NFL.
got like 2 weeks to use it. So
He's going to be putting it all on.
Yep. Put it on the 50-1 horses.
Oh,
That's right.
he sent out a list of all the horses that are going to be racing in the Kentucky Derby, and then Tex and Butch P and everybody gave out their picks, and then I came in and I said, "Hey, what did I say? Is this a can't miss or something like that?" And you apparently went and looked for the horse can't miss for like 10 minutes.
yeah, let me just briefly try to see
Was
if I can get it
just
through
saying
quick.
like, "Hey," I
I
wasn't
sent the
saying
list, and Tex said Forever Young is talking to me,
that's a horse.
and I said Just a Touch too, which is also a horse.
Yep.
And AK responded, "Hey, could this be it?" And I spent 20 minutes looking for this. Could this be it as the horse name? And I couldn't find it anywhere. And I was just like, "Am I seeing things? Am I seeing like what is going? Why can't I find this horse on this list? Is he?" Because the Derby's like the 16th race of the day. I was like, "Is he talking about a different race? He's talking about the Oats? Because the Oats is on Friday." No,
I was giving you the business, dude.
yeah, you got me.
Buku Riddick going for the Kings tonight instead of Talbot. Don't think it's going to matter. Oilers 1.5. I would take that. I think the Oilers are going to blow the doors off of them. Is it back in? Is it back in Edmonton or is it
It's
in
in
LA?
LA.
It's in LA.
I'm watching it right now.
Ooh, Buku. I trust him. Guy knows his puck. He knows how to puck.
Oh my gosh, that's almost dirty.
All right. This is episode 126. Thanks for riding along. Thanks for listening. Always hit the thumbs up if you're watching on Rumble or YouTube or Facebook. And then go download the podcast if you tuned in late. And subscribe to our podcast. Leave us a rating and a review. That would be really awesome. Follow us on YouTube and Rumble, the Millie Goats, Twitter at Millie Goats, Instagram at the Millie Goats. Website and blog, which updates once a year. We have to update that this year sometime. TheMillyGhosts.GoDaddySites.com, and subscribe to the show, rate the show, review the show. Episode 126, Rangers advance, loophole.
Good snap, holds down, and the Mountaineers win in overtime. The field goal is good from Jason Viteris, and the Mountaineers escape the Low Country with a